I think Scott Equal is in some way a man, a character with very different sides. Some strong, other one weak in some way. Is there a specific angle you use in order to approach this role?
All of those things. I think you see a man who's very strong, very passionate, very vulnerable. He's been lied to. He's been deceived. He has many, many questions he wants answered. And so, I try to just deliver a reality to the situation, which isn't hard because these people are everyday human beings. It's not, it's not a fantasy world. This is now, this is a train, a woman on a train that comes into Manhattan every day, seeing these two couples who, from the train, one is very different to the other. And it's human nature, it's human behavior. So it was just playing the reality of the situation and really understanding how he was dealing with these revelations about his wife and the people that in his life that were lying to him and deceiving him, and how he dealt with that. I think I probably would have dealt with it quite similarly, actually, if I'm honest.
Which is the secret to switch from big budget sci-fi action movies to movies with characters more compelling, I suppose, like this? Or maybe, I don't know, also I Rights was while there was another very nuanced character.
Yeah, well, they're all different, they're all enjoyable. I mean, it's, once the camera's rolling, it doesn't matter whether you're on a mountaintop or in a kitchen. It doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just bringing a sincerity and authenticity to whatever it is you're required to do. And some are more nuanced, like you said, than others. But I felt like with Scott, this is an everyday guy who's been dealt a very bad hand of cards. And my responsibility was to show a man struggling with his life and what he was discovering about his life. And yeah, I feel very sorry for him, actually.
Yeah.
Poor son.
I did actually during the movie. Yeah. He's maybe the victim, the real victim in the story. Was there a scene which was really challenging in an emotional way for you to shoot?
Yeah, it was the scene with Emily when I had to confront her finally, when I got into her house and she arrives home and, I put my hand on her mouth and all that stuff. That was a very difficult scene to play. Emotionally, it was very hard. Also, I knew that I had a responsibility in that moment because up until that point, no one had really confronted her with what she'd done. And this is the first time that he'd worked out what she'd done, who she was, why she was lying, what she'd lied about, and he confronted her with the whole thing. And I think in a way it's quite a moment for the audience as well, just to go, finally, somebody is, telling her exactly who she is. She's a complete mess. The other challenge was the fact that Emily had told me just before we did the take that she was pregnant. So that was quite a moment for us as well. It was like, okay, right, so you're 4 months pregnant, all right. So there was two challenges in that.
You have to be really careful, I suppose.
Yeah.